How did you take the decision to come to Kazakhstan?
I was coming from Sharm el-Sheikh to Astana. So the flight was, let's say, 150 people.
And you are the only...
149 Kazakhs. I'm the only Egyptians, like even the people, the Polish Egyptian controller, he told me, are you going there? Like, show me your passport, show me your visa. I really love this country.
What was the most surprising thing for you?
I didn't expect that it's gonna be that hard. I expect like, okay, it's gonna be maybe -10, -15, but -40 and like my hands are frozen, like glass. Some people call me the weather guy.
Do you have any plans on...
Well, you have to ask me, do you have plans to get married? Because I still don't have when I get married or no.
TikToker. Yeah. I'm out of the questions, I think. Hello everyone and welcome to Medina Magdalena podcast. Today we're shooting in English, and if you like the videos and content, don't forget to subscribe, and also if you have some thoughts, please share below this video. And today I have a special guest, Ahmed Magdi, who is a foreigner. He moved to Kazakhstan in 2015,
Right.
and since then he's been living in Astana.
Right.
He is famous for his humorous take on the weather of Astana, and also he shoots fascinating videos and photos of our beautiful country.
Yeah.
Selam, hoş geldin.
Salam.
How did you take the decision to come to Kazakhstan?
Well, in the beginning, it was just for work. I came here for work for, let's say, a short period, 6 months or something, and I was planning to go back to Egypt or to move to European country or something. But I think Astana called me.
Was it your first job in Kazakhstan?
As an electrical engineer.
But before, have you worked in Egypt?
Yeah, I work in Egypt. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also electrical engineer.
Mm-hmm. And in one of your interviews, I heard that one of your friends was in Kazakhstan already.
Yeah.
Was he also from Egypt?
Last summer, I invited 2 of my friends from Egypt to Kazakhstan, to Astana, to see, because like I'm always saying about Kazakhstan, about Astana, I'm making like they follow me on Instagram, I'd say, and they see the photos and the videos and they say like, we want to come. Mm-hmm. So I just invited 2 of them. They came last year. We had a good time in Astana, Almaty, and Barvoy. Mm-hmm. And I think we are waiting this summer as well. I'm inviting some friends.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I invited my mom here. She came before 2 years at summer as well. So usually they come at summer because winter is kind of hard. Like coming from Egypt, like +40 or +35 to -40 is like totally
too harsh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you describe your first time in Kazakhstan? How was it?
Well, my first time, thanks God, I don't know, it worked like this, that I came on summer. Because if I came on winter, I think I would just come back to the airport and take a back flight to Egypt. So I came on summer. It was kind of hard because of the language. I don't know anybody here. The language was kind of totally new for me, Russian or Kazakh. I didn't speak both. And English was just not enough to survive here, even for normal life actions like to go to market, to go to buy something, order taxi, and so on. So I had to learn some basic language, Russian. When first week I came to Kazakhstan, just for example, to pay taxi, how much should I ask, how much he will say, and so on.
Did they cheat?
Well,
the taxi drivers,
it's happening because anyway I'm foreigner, so they always see foreigner, not that they don't know anything. So
wealthy foreigners.
Yeah. So, but I will not say cheating. Just like it's everywhere happening. So I don't have any objection about it. And maybe first 6 months is till the winter came. I was just totally like, I want to go back to my country. I want to go back to Germany because I was studying in Germany. So I don't know. Somehow after that, I started to get attached to Astana. And to Kazakhstan. I started to speak Russian, to have friends, not only on work, like on different places, not only at work. And you can say that after 8 years here, I know more about Astana than Cairo. Really, it's not like compliment, but really I know more about Astana than Cairo because Cairo is very big, but Astana is.
Where are you from in Egypt?
Cairo. The capital, yeah. Like Astana, so I'm always living in the capital here.
How did you get the job offer in Kazakhstan?
Well, I was working in a company in Egypt. It's like a good company for electricity, like they are a big company, French company. And they were searching here and some people working on the same field. We worked already on this company before, so one guy, I knew he worked here before, he's Egyptian as well. He told me, what about you apply your CVs? And I applied and I got accepted. You know, when I got accepted, I started to hesitate, like, should I come or stay in Egypt?
Did you watch any videos on YouTube? Like,
I didn't watch anything. Just I said, okay, let's go.
did you have any perceptions of Kazakhstan?
I just knew that it's very cold, and I knew that they're eating horses, and I knew JJJ, like the boxer. Yeah. Other than that, I didn't know much, and I think it's the best thing, because if I knew before coming here, it will not be interesting for me to discover everything by myself. So, like, you know, I just, when you put somebody in a place that he doesn't know anybody, he doesn't know any place, just I'm discovering by myself. I'm building my own opinion based on my experience, or based on other people or bloggers or YouTube videos or something. So I think that's how you can have your own opinion about any country or any city or anything in life, not only about Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Do people in Egypt know anything about Kazakhstan?
Well, they know some stuff. I mean, like people who are living in the cities, they know about Kazakhstan, that it's a Muslim country, for example, and it's on Central Asia, and they speak Russian. But more people knows about Kazakhstan who are in Sharm el-Sheikh or Hurghada, because all the tourists, tourists always coming from Kazakhstan and coming from Russia, Ukraine, and so on. So even I saw some videos before 1 week. One guy in Egypt, he's working Egyptian. He speaks Kazakh, like
Nice.
because of how many people went to him from Kazakhstan. They gave him like chocolate Kazakhstan, and they speak about. We had before one of our Sultan papers. He was
Yes.
one of the let's say king of Egypt for some. I'm not good in history, but I know that he was kind of ruling Egypt for some time. So all Kazakhs are so proud of it, and I know this one before, but I didn't know that he's from Kazakhstan. I knew that he's from Central Asia. So when I knew that he's from Kazakhstan originally, I was like so happy and proud that, you know, I'm kind of, let's say, I'm connecting the two countries, Egypt and Kazakhstan. Some people asking me like, what do you know about Egypt? What do you know about Kazakhstan? So when I'm saying Sultan papers, they got like it's kind of surprising, you know. Well, so Egyptian knows more about Kazakhstan who are staying on touristic cities. But in capital or in Alexandria or so on, they just know that it's very small details about Kazakhstan.
Are there any working Kazakhs in Cairo, maybe?
Yeah, there is some people from Kazakhstan working and studying in Cairo because of University Al-Azhar. It's one of the Islamic university in Egypt. So you can meet a lot of them, even like the embassy of Kazakhstan. Every time I'm going there in Egypt, I mean, I see a lot of Kazakh students. They are coming to study in Egypt, or they got married, but they get married to a Kazakh girl. I don't know. They always like to get married to Kazakh girls, not Egyptians. So they have life, and they have like business. They have like apartments. So they're living in Egypt as their home now.
Their second homes.
Yeah. Same as me here. Like, but for me, you know, it's kind of surprising. Everybody telling me people going from Kazakhstan to Egypt. How you came from Egypt to Kazakhstan? Yeah, like last time I came 1 month before I was in Egypt. I was coming from Sharm el-Sheikh to Astana. So the flight was, let's say, 150 people.
And you are the only
149 Kazakhs. I'm the only Egyptians, you know, like even the people, the Egyptian controller, he told me, are you going there? Like, show me your passport, show me your visa. Like, you're really going to Kazakhstan? I told him, yes, I'm living there. Like, so I thought, okay, like, go. Because it's not usual. Usually people coming and going from Egypt to Kazakhstan, just Kazakhs. But to have somebody who like living there and going like sometimes 5 months, each 5 months I'm going, each 4 months. So usually it's happening with me every time. So I hope that in the future will be more free and more people coming from here to there and so on, because really I love this country.
What was the most surprising thing for you when you arrived here?
Well, when I arrived, it wasn't that surprising, but the winter I was hearing it's very harsh. But -40 and like.
Why you don't wear a hat?
I don't used to. Like till now, I'm not using to wear a hat or perchatke.
Your followers also say, let's I don't know, let's buy him. Yeah.
But I'm not feeling comfortable in hats. Yeah, I'm not feeling comfortable in hats or in gloves and so on. Just I like to put jacket and under it just t-shirt or something and go. Because I'm not working that much, you know, just working for 20 minutes and that's it. But the most surprising thing that when I have a beard, longer beard, my beard gets frozen, you know. I'm looking like people are living on the Eskimo. So I didn't expect that it's gonna be that hard. I expect like, okay, it's gonna be maybe -10, -15. But -40 and getting like my hand are frozen and like, you know, like glass. Sometimes my finger without gloves, I feel like it's like glass. This is the most surprising thing. The second surprising thing, it's not surprising, but when I like the canina, like the horse meat, at first I thought like I will never try it, but when I tried first time, it was sujuk. Canina. Yeah, I like it too much. So now it's one of my.
Who persuaded you to try?
I told you I tried by myself. Like nobody told me to try. Just I knew that it's famous here, and then you have to try it. So when I tried it, I liked it too much, and even I'm cooking at my home sometimes. Canina. Yeah. I brought to Egypt last time. I brought to Egypt some of my friends like some pieces of canina, and they liked it as well. Well, you know, for them the concept of eating horse, it's like pity. You know,
it's like eating your pet, right?
Yeah, but it's tasty, you know. So, yeah.
It's probably challenging to make friends in a new country. How did you meet your friends?
Well, usually I'm meeting friends through other friends at work. On the beginning, I mean, sometimes from, let's say, I'm playing football, I met other friends. Let's say I'm going to some concerts. I like live music concerts here in Kazakhstan. I'm meeting some people there from my neighbors. Sometimes just from the street. When I didn't speak good Russian, I met some people who speak English. So after that, I became friend, and we going out with their friends who speak English as well. So it was kind of the circle getting bigger and bigger. And the most important thing is to go out and just be open to everybody, like not stay home and not stay close, because when you're staying close, like introverts, it's gonna be no friends at all, you know.
Is there any expat community here in Astana?
Well, before I had more expat friends, more foreigners friends, but now it's kind of getting less because I was working on one of the projects. All of them were expats, but now almost the project's finished, so everybody left. Only some small people left here, and these people who are living already here with their wives, they got married to Kazakhs, and they are living their life here, so that's why they're not leaving the country.
Are there any places where foreigners like to get together?
Places you mean in Astana or
in Astana?
Well, usually we meet at weekends, you know. Weekends there is some, let's say, live music bars or live music pubs, and like everybody know everybody, you know. Astana is a very small city, so when I'm going to one place, I see the same people that I saw yesterday, for example, other place. So it's like this, you know.
What did you feel during Qantar January strikes in 2022?
Well, we had the same in Egypt 10 years before, no, 13 years before. It was January as well. So, you know, something called déjà vu. I was thinking about the same. Like, I hope that it will not be worse, the same as Egypt, because Egypt was really like long. It was like maybe for 1 month, and like I know how hard it is, even when they cut the phone networks and so on. So
the internet.
So, but for me, I feeling safe because like nothing happened in Astana.
Yeah, in Astana it was
it was just like I think I asked some friends in Almaty. They told me like it was some days, and thanks God, like everything was perfect. So, like thanks God that it came like so quickly and ended so quickly, so nobody got hurt. I hope that nobody got hurt. I don't know about the information, but I hope that nobody got hurt because of it, and like it's not gonna be happening again in the future.
Tell me about your work. What do you do here?
Well, I'm working as electrical engineer. I'm just turning light on.
And you already switched companies, right? You changed your workplaces.
Yeah, I work in different companies here, and not only one company. So.
And every time you have to make a new permission, work permission?
No. I'm already living here as a resident.
Nice. Yeah. Is it hard to get it?
Well, depending on how many years I'm living here, and depending that I speak Russian, and I have good like reputation. Like
did you take any tests on the history? Or?
No, not just checking the documents and so on. And when they found that I have good reputation, I didn't make any problems before. So I'm working like normal work. So yeah, it was easy. Yeah.
One day, a mayor of Astana, Kulginov, he reposted one of your photos.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Well, this time I was going to, it was in 2020, maybe December 2020, and I was going from Astana to Almaty by flight. So I posted that video from top of, can I say the name right? Abu Dhabi Plaza. Yeah. From the top of the plaza, I posted the photo, and I posted just on my Instagram. It was a good photo, you know, from the top. It was winter and so on, so the street was on and light was good, and snow was looking beautiful. So when I landed on Almaty, I'm just checking my Instagram. I found that he reposted my photo. I was like, okay, I have to check what else I posted before, so I don't want to post something that the mayor saw it, you know. So I felt that everybody now will check my stories or like what I'm doing in my life. So I said, okay, I have to make sure that I'm not doing something wrong, you know. I'm on the spotlight now. So, but thanks God, I didn't do something wrong. Just to it was kind of very shocking, you know, so official. You know, it's something so official that I wasn't ready for it. I just came here to work. And,
were you happy?
Happy and worried about the future, what will happen next. Like,
why?
No,
it's just a photo.
I know just a photo, but maybe on some people will see me and say like, what he's doing here, why he's doing it.
He's a spy.
Yeah, that happened. To be honest, it happened. Like before he posted some videos on socials, one of the guys said how he can fly drone so easy. Maybe he's fly from coming to.
I'm not aware about this. So shooting video, regulations. We don't have any.
Well, we have regulation. We have to be registered. The drone itself, if it's above 250 gram, it's worldwide, not only Kazakhstan. So if it's below 250 gram, it doesn't need permission. And usually I'm flying, before I was flying above, but after the new law, I'm flying with below 250 gram drone. It's like mini, it's called even mini. So for me, it's like, it's not about that which drone, but about the view. Like sometimes you shouldn't fly so high, but you can have like good shot. Sometimes just you can take a good photo by phone, no need for drone. So I'm not using it as professional, but I'm using it on my hobby, as my free time, or as my like when there is good sunset, because sunset and sunrise in Astana are so beautiful.
Yes.
So usually
the sky is in Astana is very beautiful.
Very beautiful. So that's why I'm always like, when I see something like this, I'm just like hurrying to go someplace where there is good view to the Zakat, the sunrise or sunset, maybe on the riverside, maybe on the Expo side or new mosque, and trying to catch it before it goes. Yeah.
What about governmental buildings? Can you fly?
No, it's not allowed.
No.
I mean, like, I didn't try, to be honest, but I think nobody should try. It's kind of, red zone.
What places have you visited in Kazakhstan except of Astana?
Well, I didn't go much because, I'm always working. So, and when I have free time, I have to go to Egypt to my family, like my parents. So I just went to Astana, Barovoy, Almaty, and near to Pavlodar. That's it.
How often do you go to Egypt?
Let's say every 4 to 5 months.
And you said your mom visited you 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah. And she liked it so much, like she wanted to come this summer. Let's see, I think maybe if you have, because summer is running so fast, it's already July now. Yeah. Summer is running so fast, so one day I'm gonna wake up and it's already snow. So I hope this summer will last longer, because I have a lot of plans, and you see, like every day the weather is not that perfect as supposed to be summer, Some days ago it was like windy and not snowy, I mean like rainy and so on. So you cannot expect what happened next week.
Yeah, you have to take your jacket all.
Yeah. For example, today there is like the weather is so hot. It's very good like to go swim and so on. Tomorrow it can be like windy and just everything will be ruined. Yeah.
There are many jokes about the weather of us.
Well, yeah, I think one last time I posted some video like on TikTok. Somebody wrote nobody can comment on Astana's weather better than him, like about me. Yeah, so I think some people call me the weather guy, because on the first I was afraid maybe people will not be liking because I'm not criticizing, but I'm just making fun of the weather conditions. It's nothing personal, but things got people like understanding that it's okay, like everybody having rain and snow and so on. So it's nothing about Astana, it's about the weather. So
because they experience the same thing also when they live here. Actually, I'm from Astana. I was born here, but I'm still adapting to the cold.
Yeah, you cannot expect the next. You cannot expect the next move of the weather. Like you can be everything is okay. It can be like very hot and you are sweating and having fun on the sea, or not sea, I mean like piscine or something. And then next minute it's gonna be raining and cloudy, and you have to go home because the weather is gonna be very hard for car when you're coming back home. So nobody can expect it. No comment. No comment.
У Курского вокзала стою я молодой, подайте Христа ради, червонец золотой.
Let's talk about relationships.
Okay.
Do you have any plans on getting married to a Kazakh woman?
Well, you have to ask me, do you have plans to get married? Because I still don't have when I get married or no. Like, it's not about Kazakh woman or Russian or Egyptian.
Really?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, like, I'm living, like, I'm still never get married before, and I'm still happy with it, I'm not falling, like, everybody's pushing me, when you're gonna have married, you're already, like, getting older, you have to have kids and so on. But I see that I'm happy. Like not only friends, like my family, my mom, my dad, and people who are working with me. Like everybody's married, and I'm the only one who's just like going to any occasion alone. You know. So, but I'm not feeling pressed or something about it. Like I'm not feeling bad. Like,
is it common in Egypt nowadays to not get married at all?
I think. I mean, not at all. I don't know the future. Maybe tomorrow, after tomorrow. I don't know. Nobody knows the future. But I mean, for now, I'm not worried about it. I'm not hurrying to do it. You know, some people saying, "Oh, I'm getting 30. I have to marry quickly before getting 31 or 32." And the girls like, "I have to get married before I'm getting 30 and have to get babies." So
especially here in Kazakhstan.
it's everywhere, not only Kazakhstan, really, everywhere. In Kazakhstan, I think people getting married when they were young, and then they regret it when they become like 30. You know, I think I saw a lot of people like this. So for me, I'm not seeing any difference between getting married now or later, because most important to be happy. You know, so I'm happy alone or happy when married. The result is you're still happy, right? Yeah.
What about kids? That's the other
Maybe
reason.
this is the most important thing for me. Like that's what I'm thinking about always. Like I have to have kids, you know, but I have to get married first, right? So yeah, maybe this is one of the reasons that pushing me to get married. Other than this, I'm feeling perfect. Like I don't have anything like which stopping me from being happy, you know.
That's great. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. I mean, like everybody should think about marriage and so on. I'm speaking about my personal experience, so I'm not saying people don't get married, because maybe some people find happiness on worms, like with family and with kids and son, daughter. But for me, I'm individual. You know, I like to go everywhere, anytime, Maybe it's not right thing yet, but in the future, maybe I'll be sure.
For now, you're happy as you are.
Yeah.
In Kazakhstan, there is a tradition, sometimes, not always, but many newly married people live with their parents. How about Egypt?
Like everybody living with their own parents?
Not everybody. Usually it's the youngest guy.
So they're living
the youngest son should take care of his parents and live with them together with his wife, yes, and kids.
No, we don't have it. We have it maybe on some cultures, because in Egypt is very big. We have a lot of population in Egypt, almost 100 million. So we have a lot of cultures there. But where I'm coming from Cairo, no, after marriage, like we have to have our own apartment, our own place. We can go to our families on the maybe weekends or when there is like big occasions. But to live with them for forever.
What do you think about this?
I don't like it. It's gonna be like a lot of trouble, especially that moms they like to interfere in the kid's life, especially if the wife is living with her son. So it's gonna be a lot of troubles and problems. So I don't prefer it at all. It's not helping. You know.
None of you Kazakh friends told you about this?
Well, I think all of them are living in their own apartments. Nobody's living with their family. So
okay.
Maybe because it's Astana capital, also they have different culture. You know, everything about fast life, and you have to have like work and living quickly and then going back to work and so on. So maybe they don't having these traditions coming from it's more into the village. I think the villages in Kazakhstan or in Egypt, they're doing the same. Like they have big house, everybody's living together, because life is more slow and more easy. But here you see the rhythm of life is so fast. And
yes, and it's getting faster and faster.
And the apartments become smaller and smaller. Yeah. So I'm living, for example, in one half-room apartment. So I cannot live with my family here, for example. So maybe the new generation will not used to about this tradition anymore. I don't know.
The cost of living in Egypt and in Kazakhstan.
Cost of living in Kazakhstan and Egypt become higher last years, like crazy higher.
In both countries?
Both countries, yeah, both countries. Especially in Egypt, because we have some inflations and we have some currency floating between dollar and Egyptian pound, so everything is getting crazy there. In Kazakhstan, it's more stable last year, and but still there is inflation. So you can say that the apartment is getting high rent, for example. I'm speaking about my experience. The apartment rent getting higher. I'm speaking about my apartment.
You're staying in the same apartment, right?
Yeah, for a long time. And the products, for example, getting higher. Taxi, everything is getting higher. So I think it's everywhere, not only in Kazakhstan. But comparing to, if you calculate in dollar, I think the cost of life in Egypt is going to be cheaper than Kazakhstan.
Even in the
dollar,
capital?
In dollar, yeah. If you calculate in dollars. Like the basics, like products,
food,
benzene, fuel. But we have apartments in Egypt is way expensive than here. Way expensive, yeah. So you can say like overall it's the same. Not big difference overall, but coming to products and like everyday life in Egypt is cheaper in dollar, I mean. But for Egyptians, we're not paying in dollar, right? So
what about salaries
in Egypt?
In comparison to Kazakhstan?
I think comparing to the power of spending, so they are the same. Yeah, I mean, you cannot compare between dollar. You can compare between tenge and Egyptian pound. You have to compare between dollar and dollar, right? So what $1 can buy in Egypt, $1 can buy in Kazakhstan. They're almost the same.
Tell me about your TikTok.
Yeah. Well, I'm not TikToker. I don't like this term.
TikToker.
You know? Yeah, TikTokers. Like I feel like I'm a young guy who's 15 years old dancing or like something. I'm not into this term, you know. Even at work, sometimes it's just telling me a TikToker from Egypt, TikToker from. No, I'm not TikToker. TikToker like sounds so
you
teenager. Like sounds so teenager, you know. I'm not doing like dance or something like this, but I'm just, you know, the funniest story about TikTok that I have my Instagram and I have some followers because of my Instagram before, just because of videos by drone and so on. So I got some followers, and I had never showed my face. You know, I'm always like showing photos and videos. So this kind of videos on TikTok I was posting only for my close friends. And
but it wasn't private.
It was
account.
private. No,
it was private.
Close friends. I mean, like it was public account, but close friends, like you know, this green close friend on Instagram. You know? Yeah. So because maybe people don't like it. People don't like that I'm making fun of something, or just they don't like my face. I don't know. But somehow one day I decided to post one of those videos on TikTok. It was 3 years before. Just I was working on the botanical park and found some kids like swimming on the fountain. Then accidentally I was putting T-shirt, you know, this directed by Robert. I can't show his video after you understand. It was 2020 during quarantine time. So this video got more than 700,000 views. And a lot of people started to make comments and likes and so on. So I said like, okay, interesting that somehow after this, some people on the street started to know me. I saw you on TikTok. It was like 3 years before. But then I stopped, like, because I don't have content. Like I'm just posting myself, what I'm doing in my life. Even I'm not posting where I'm working, not posting what I'm partying, what I'm eating, just like 30-second video maximum, speaking about something, and that's it. But last year again, started to speak about the weather because I was just going back to work, from work to home, and it was summer, like now. And I was putting just a T-shirt. So suddenly in 3 minutes, like started to rain, and all the T-shirt became wet and becoming like just my hair, everything was wet. And like I just say like never trust the weather in Astana, like never trust the weather forecast in Astana, and that's it. Like it was maybe 10-second video, and then it started to get again the curve. The curve started to get more, and maybe that's how I got some courage to do more of these videos, because I'm not pretending something, just saying what I'm feeling, you know. Maybe that's why I became more viral, because people really feel this the same vibe, the same not problem, I'm not saying problem, the same. Well, for example, you go to work with good clothes, but it started to rain.
You have to change then.
Yeah. Or you go to work like with kind of good jacket or something, but it's very hot, you know, so you start to have sweaty. So I think everybody's suffering from this stuff, especially when you're working. Like I'm working a lot because I'm living next to my work, so.
It's the same with me. I live not far from here, but I think if I walk, I'll just be wet when I come to the studio. So I just take a cap.
Well, I don't like to put a lot of clothes, you know. Even in winter, like on this harsh winter, minus 40, I don't like to put gloves and hats or like this speaker. Sometimes some people put it like, I feel like it's so much, you know. I want to be free. Like I want just to go home, just remove my jacket and that's it. Or go to work, remove my jacket and that's it. But people here like are going like, you know, Terminators, like they put a lot of stuff. They put a lot of stuff and put like underpants and under like jacket and sermon. Like why? Like why? So maybe that's why it's getting more like funny, because people sometimes telling me, where is your hat, where is your pershadki, where gloves, where is your scarf and so on. So
when we go abroad, okay, not all of us, but when I go abroad, I'm always freezing. I don't know why.
You went abroad of Kazakhstan?
Yes. I went to South Korea one time, and it was cold. Everybody's just wearing jackets, but me and my friend, she's also Kazakh, both of us were wearing hats. I don't know why. Just
well, you know, I had the same feeling in Astana, Almaty. In Astana it was minus 40, I think, or minus 35. Almaty was -10 only, but I felt way colder than Astana. I don't know why. People told me because maybe humidity. Yeah. Same in Egypt, because Egypt on the winter we have not hard winter for sure, but inside home we don't have heating. Taplini, we don't have heating because it's warm country. Why should it be heating? So when I'm sleeping at night, it's so cold. You know, it's more cold than Astana. Like in Astana on winter, you can be very cold outside, but inside just putting shorts and t-shirt and you're living your best life. But in Egypt, no. Like you have to put even winter clothes inside the home. So it's kind of strange for me because I get used to last 8 years to stay like in summer clothes always on the home, but in Egypt they have to be more like warm clothes.
My father, he went to Egypt in 1997, I think, and he loved the country. He has nice pictures, and he brought us t-shirts with the different prints. Yes. And I cannot ask. I want to ask you about this situation that is going on in Egypt tourism about sharks.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, and why is it happening, in your opinion?
Well, it's not my opinion only because I watched a lot of the local news in Egypt. They were saying that this is a season of where the sharks put their eggs on the shore, like on the plage. So usually they have to prohibit the swimming during this time. Especially like when it started to be warm in Egypt, like May.
When is it?
May, end of May or start of May and so on. So that's why the sharks becoming so close to the shore, like to the plage. But somehow this shark they were saying like this, like they caught him after. They said this shark especially, and speak about the last one.
Was it the same shark?
Yeah, the same shark. Because he like I watched some videos, he was swimming on the shore, like I don't want to speak about the accident, but after what happened, he was still swimming around. He wanted something
more.
Yeah. So that's how they caught him, and then they make some investigations. They found that he didn't eat anything, like he didn't have anything inside from like a normal fish or something. So maybe people are saying that fishing inside the deep sea made the fish less. That's why he started to go outside search for food.
He was hungry?
Yeah. He went outside to search for food. So everything is happening because of the balance of the ecology balances. Now it's ruined by humans, you know. Even I saw some videos, like there is the big whale, like killer whale called okra. He was swimming on Abu Dhabi. So everywhere in the world now is like some changes on the ecology system can affect all our lives. So I hope that it will not happen again, because it's really so sad and so harsh for his family, and to see the videos. But just be careful and take care. Like what nobody can expect what will happen, you know.
Yes, because I still want to go someday. But
no, my friend just came back from Egypt. Like I have some friends, they were there last week, and they make some precautions now. Like they put some nets to prevent the big sharks to be close to the shore, and plus they have like now limited time for swimming, and always like there's people staying with the jet ski near the borders if something happened in the epoch, and it's getting better now. I hope, yeah.
Looking ahead, what plans do you have for the next 5-10 years? Do you plan for so long?
Well, I'm not guy who's like always. I'm just very spontaneous. Like I don't have like plans for every next step. But I think that everybody likes to have his own business, right? So it will be less work time and more income. Maybe this is one of my plans the next 10 years.
In Kazakhstan?
Well, now I know very good about Kazakhstan and about Egypt as well. So I think it's gonna be between one of them, Egypt, Kazakhstan or Egypt. And other than this, speaking about marriage, I don't know. Like maybe
but
I think in 10 years, I think I may get married already, because 10 years is too long time, right? Other than this, like I hope that I'll be happy, and that's like most important, to be happy.
I wanted to tell to our viewers, female viewers, like he is not married yet, he's single, but you just ruined everything by saying.
I didn't ruin everything. I mean, like I told you, nobody knows about the destiny, right? I cannot expect what happened tomorrow, but I cannot plan. Like, for example, I cannot wake up today, I have to find a wife. It's not working like this, right? When somebody met somebody, it's destiny. And Sudba, I was called that. you cannot expect when you'll meet it here.
Your soulmate.
Yeah.
Tell me the difference. Still, you're a guy. You can tell this. What's the difference between Kazakh women and Egyptian women?
Kazakh speak Russian and Egyptian speak Arabic.
That's it?
I don't know really. There is women are women, girls are girls, like everywhere. Maybe different on the culture only.
Do they work there?
Yeah, they
women?
work. Yeah, they work.
Everywhere. Or there are some
no, they work
exceptions.
on everything. No, they work on everything. Even on police, on army, they work on all the fields. Girls in Egypt, some of them wearing hijab. It is the most like everybody going to Egypt see the girls. Some of them are covering their head.
Some of the populations are Christians, right?
Yeah, we have some Christians. Like Egypt was before it was Coptic country. Like it was country that been ruled by Copts. Even my school was Copt, like Christian school. I was in Christian school in Egypt. I have a lot of Christian friends, so it's not like not only Muslim. So we have a lot of history between Egyptian Christians and Muslim. So yeah. Well, about women, I cannot say anything because I didn't get married yet, so I don't have like a real description when somebody getting married to Kazakh or somebody getting married to Egyptian. So, but everybody is like have his own case. You can find very good couple in Kazakhstan and very good couple in Egypt. You can find very bad couple in Egypt, very good couple in Kazakhstan. So, not your fingers are not the same, right? So you cannot generalize the details or generalize how women here or how women there.
Women are all the same in all the countries. A quick blitz poll for you.
Okay.
You just need to choose one or the other.
Okay.
Bishbarmak or Manti?
Bishbarmak.
Astana or Almaty?
Astana.
Iran or Shubat?
Iran.
Summer in Astana or winter in Astana?
What do you think? I'm sorry. Summer in Astana, I'm sure.
Shashlik or falafel?
Shashlik.
Mountains or sea?
Sea.
Morning or evening?
Evening.
Left bank of Astana or the right bank? Right bank?
Yeah.
Okay. Noisy parties or quiet evening at home?
Noisy parties.
Kazakh national clothes or modern fashion?
For me or
for
I
you?
like to see. No, what is Kazakh national? I mean this vest
with ornaments, yes. Or maybe have you seen any modern Kazakh style?
I saw. On Nowruz, I put some of them. I put to take photos, but like to put it in normal life, I think.
In normal life.
No, modern.
Modern. Cooking at home or going to a restaurant?
Cooking at home.
Okay, that's all. Какое самое смешное слово на русском, которое ты знаешь? Смешное для тебя.
Самое смешное слово. Это смешно, когда люди говорят, например, любое название, потом в конце будет шик, типа...
Чик-шик?
Да, например, у меня подруга, которая... Нет, стаканчик. Недавно кто-то мне сказал, знаете ханшатир, да?
Помедленнее?
Ханшатир, я могу
ханшатир?
сказать? Да, могу так сказать. Могу, да?
Да, конечно.
Да, вот. Кто-то мне сказал, я приеду в ханшик. Что ханшик?
Ханшик?
Да.
Это как-то по-молодежному совсем.
Да.
Шатер еще говорят.
Ну, я просто слышу ханшик, потом я сказал, почему ханшик? Типа, почему не ханшатир? Типа стаканчик, водичка. Ну, это все... Да.
Честно говоря, я первый раз слышу сама, что так называли.
Я тоже, типа, что это значит? Почему так? Например, водичка или ханшик, или стаканчик. Ну, иногда это смешно, потому что почему не называть типа,
слова
вещь, как должно быть? Потому что у меня уже русского не хватает. У меня не такие много слов. Когда вы скажете ханшик или стаканчик, ну, что значит стаканчик?
Это усложняет твою жизнь, да, чтобы понять?
Да, вот надо все знать.
А что бы ты посоветовал иностранцам, которые хотят выучить русский язык?
Вот, чтобы учить любой язык, не только русский, вам надо, чтобы практиковать, это самое важное, потому что если будете просто учить язык, потом сидите дома на компьютере и напишите на бумаге и так далее, это не помогает. Самое главное, что, как, например, хотите плавать, прыгайте на море и просто...
Плывете.
Да, плывет. Вот. Я так училась русский.
А если, например, человек находится не в той стране, язык, который он учит?
Ну, может смотреть фильм или сериал. Или... Например, что помогало мне сначала, что я очень люблю кино. Но у вас в Казахстане все фильмы есть дубляж, да? На английском, на русском, да? Все фильмы почти. Да. Вот я так хотел смотреть, как можно... Я буду понимать или нет, это где-то 3-4 года назад. Ну, 20, да, почти 5 лет назад, вот я смотрел несколько фильмов на русском, и, английский, который на русский язык. Вот после этого я думаю, что помогает мне. Типа, я уже знаю, как правильно называние, например, для слова, правильно акцент. У меня акцент, конечно, видно, что есть акцент, но я думаю, что лучше, чем было. И пока я здесь дальше буду, не знаю, до когда, но я думаю, что будет лучше и лучше.
Сейчас ты также начал изучать казахский язык, да?
Да.
Қазақша қандай сөздерді білесің?
Смотрите, не так сложно, потому что мне надо понимать сначала, что вы говорите, потом я могу...
Какие слова ты знаешь на казахском?
Например, سلامة زبي من أتم أحمد من مصردان من إلكتريك إنجينير جومس
Жусайман?
Жусайман, да. Слова еще су, например.
Слова, да?
Да, су, что еще? Я знаю, типа, это мясо, тавук, это курица. Но знаю слова, которые мы используем в разные ситуации в жизни. Вот.
А как ты изучаешь казахский? Тоже спрашиваешь?
Да, вот практика. Просто такая практика, да.
Какие-то приложения или там сайты?
Нет, просто через, общаться с людьми, с коллегами, например, на работу, с друзьями после работы.
Получается, ты аудиал, ты запоминаешь больше на слух?
Да.
А письменно?
Я тоже могу написать на русском. Я могу написать, читаю. Казахский пока нет. Но просто, потому что казахский и русский почти похожи буквы, да? Иногда,
да.
Я понимаю иногда несколько слова на казахском, но, конечно, не лучше, не как русский у меня лучше, чем казахский. Но надеюсь, что скоро, что у меня будет одинаково.
Что ты считаешь вот про то, что ты родился в Египте, все-таки это великая история, да, такая интересная?
Смотрите, например, я первый раз был в пирамиде, это после того, что я был в Казахстане. Потому что...
Серьезно?
Да, я жил в Египте 22 года, скажем, и потом я первый раз был в пирамиде, когда мне было 24.
Почему так случилось?
Почему? Потому что, когда я приехал в Казахстан, мне сказали, какая пирамида, приносите нам,
Нет,
сувенир.
А как так ты до 22 лет?
Потому что я там живу, вы знаете, когда человек живет...
завтра поеду, да?
Не завтра, следующий год. Я все равно здесь живу, поэтому это всегда рядом, понимаете, После этого я каждый отпуск, у нас есть хороший ресторан на пирамиде, поеду, чтобы сфоткать, автографы друзья, сувениры и так далее.
Пришлось поехать, да, чтобы рассказывать что-то в Казахстане.
Вот, просто так поехать. Например, есть у нас в Луксоре, Асван, там есть много фараонских зданий, старых зданий фараона. Я даже не был там. Вот, когда все рядом, вы завтра, потом смотрим.
Да. В принципе, я и в Казахстане тоже не везде была, поэтому во многих городах не была еще. Что ты думаешь, не хватает Астане?
Тепло. Найдем, что зимой очень сложно.
То, что мы можем изменить.
Хорошо, можем изменить.
Природу мы не можем изменить.
Я думаю, что не хватает Астане, чтобы они больше... Это не для меня, я уже знаю русских, но больше говорит на английском, что может общаться с людьми, которые странные, с которыми происходят с других стран. Это не только на улице, даже на ресторан, на кафе. Это что будет больше знать про Казахстан через язык. Я думаю, что язык — это очень важная тема.
Больше английского, чтобы было, да?
Да. Вот.
А еще что, допустим, для жителей, чтобы удобно было?
Я думаю, в последнее время всегда есть, время пик после работы или утром.
Пробки?
Пробки, да. Тем более на левый берег. Я думаю, что надо решать проблему. Вот из-за этого я пешком поеду на работу быстрее, чем машина, быстрее, чем такси. Да.
А в плане туризма, вот лично ты сам привел уже многих друзей, да, в Казахстан, они уже посетили нашу страну, мама приезжала. Как ты думаешь, для развития туризма, какие можно меры предпринять, чтобы больше людей...
Я думаю, что самое важное — это маркетинг. Делать маркетинг или покажите больше красота Казахстана. Например, в последнее время в Инстаграм есть хороший видеограф, тоже на дрон, он много видео занимается.
Местный?
Да, местный. Мне очень нравится его работа, я видел его в очень популярной странице, которая в Америке или в...
Да?
Да, в Европе, он стал видео, репосты сделали, поэтому я думаю, что такие видео очень помогают.
То есть надо производить больше контента, да?
Да, больше контента, да.
Интересно. А что друзья сказали, когда приехали в Казахстан? Они попробовали конину?
Да.
Что им больше всего понравилось?
Их понравилось, что здесь люди больше активно. Например, у нас в Египте люди не ходят на улице в парке, потому что у нас...
Жарко?
не только жарко, но просто у нас мало парк, например, и у нас все очень... Город большая, поэтому люди обычно на машине. Но здесь все можно пешком или на велосипед. Например, я очень люблю велосипед, кататься на велосипед или пешком. В Египет я так не могу, потому что если я хочу с одной точки до второй, надо где-то 15 километров, поэтому на машине буду. Вот. Поэтому они любят, что люди здесь постоянно на парк гуляют, или иногда есть open air тусовка, например, или есть люди, которые пьют на набережной, люди, которые играют гитару и так далее на набережной тоже. Ну, это очень хорошая атмосфера, такой, как сказать, летняя атмосфера.
А за кого тебя принимают здесь? Какой национальности говорят?
Ну, они думают, что я турок.
Турок?
Да. Ну, потому что необычно, что египтяне здесь бывают, поэтому либо турок, либо азербайджанин.
Да, интересно. И еще и индус, да, говорили как-то?
Индус, потому что у меня была борода, и тогда я был после Египта, загар был, поэтому мне сказали, ты индус, да. Там был песня на машине, на такси, по-моему, на индус. Мне сказали, ты индус, да, давай, что он скажет, и так далее. Я сказал, я не индус, я просто египтянин.
Ты слушаешь казахстанскую музыку?
Да, иногда слушаю.
Какие исполнители тебе нравятся?
Ну, я слушаю, которые в тренде, например, последние. Ну, есть такие, например, Кайрат Нуртас, я знаю.
Нравится Кайрат Нуртас?
Да. Он как у вас номер один, да, типа он постоянно, его песня везде.
Да, он очень
популярный. Еще есть
Эрки
Асмахан.
Асмахан.
Еще есть кто, Можа Халиб, ну, он на русском пьет, но да, ну, тоже мне нравится. Вот, ну, я, конечно, слова не знаю, просто я люблю музыку и люблю, как они поют, тем более на Домбра, да.
На Домбре, да. Сегодня, кстати, День Домбры.
Да,
праздник. Спасибо. Какое твое любимое блюдо в Казахстане?
Бешбармак, это мой самый любимый. Ну, конина или бешбармак.
Часто ешь бешбармак?
Ну, не каждый день, но
конечно, не
раз каждый день недели, раз в месяц, да.
Тебя приглашают или ты ходишь в ресторане и заказываешь?
Иногда приглашают, иногда в ресторан, иногда я сам готовлю.
Бешбармак?
Да.
Вау, круто.
Да.
Прям все как легко, положено.
Ну, да. Ну, как я могу, да. Типа, тесто, да.
С кониной, прям. И тесто ты прям тонко-тонко вот так вот катаешь?
Ну, нет, я просто куплю готовое тесто, которое сразу...
жайма, да?
Да. Thank you.
And before we wrap up, Ahmed, do you have anything to tell our viewers?
Nothing, just I hope that Kazakhstan and Astana will be more and more famous worldwide and have more foreigners here, because really there is a lot of hidden gems in Kazakhstan and a lot of hidden nature and good views, and everything here is very good. I hope that people like what I'm saying, because some people say no, better to keep it like this, don't bring other people to our country, but really I have some cousins in America, I told them about Kazakhstan, I have friends in Germany, Canada, and I'm telling all of them come visit me, here I can show you everything, and I hope that this country is going to be one of the touristic country soon.
Thank you so much for joining today, for sharing your fascinating stories, and also for promoting our beautiful country.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the viewers, and don't forget to subscribe and comment this video.
Thank you.